Let's go in first person for this. It's a little more immersive, I think.
Hey, maybe we should get back out there? Staying at the lodge feels weird.
Mateo.
Constellation has suffered losses before, although none quite so violently.
We all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious.
Yeah, Vesco's a good robot.
If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that?
Like the game engine? He said our part in glimpsing the Unity was over.
Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
You're right. It's too big of a coincidence to not try.
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
Oh, money.
Thank you for helping me out with the artifacts.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
I need to inventory all our equipment and other odds and ends for damages.
Sarah, you good?
To think the lodge turned into a battlefield.
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced. I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Where did Walter go? Oh, does Sam still sleep with shoes on? Unfortunately,
You forget how much you take a place like the Lodge for granted. Until it's threatened.
Unfortunately, we haven't, broken him of that habit yet.
Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
The lodge feels a little colder than it used to.
I need to remember to look up who Walter's voice actor is, because he sounds so familiar. I know I've heard him elsewhere.
Everyone seems more distant in the lodge. I guess that is to be expected.
I guess no one has a whole lot to say.
I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I just feel a little more at peace, a little more whole. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora, and that's complicated.
Yeah, him and Sam, and it seems like it was between the two of them, depending on which choice we made. Let's just let him talk. You don't talk much about your father.
He is not my favorite topic of conversation. My early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories.
Sorry to hear about your mom.
Oh, it's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he had a future all laid out for me. And man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
Let me guess. Excuse me. And let me guess, that future wasn't for you.
You know me too well. But I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
And we can flirt. Oh my goodness. I wish we'd met a long time ago. We have to seriously make up for lost time.
Imagining you around back then. Let's just say you would have been, distracting. But I had a point. If I could remember it. Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. A man could teach a masterclass in manipulation.
We got a lot of options here. I think there's only one good choice here. Or at least there's one that seems like the best one to me. It should be up to Cora, otherwise you're making her choices for her.
Yeah, but she's only 12 and... Well, I see what you did there. If I just flat out say no, I'm a hypocrite, right? I guess I got more to think about.
Alright then. Well, I think we've talked to everyone in here. That's right, we're gonna go talk to Religion Man. Got their funky space religion. Why do I have 2 waypoints though? Might just be 2 ways to get to the same place. Oh, and thank you for that plush redeem. I'll be in plush mode. Plush mode? For the next 5 minutes. I need to update I need to update that icon.
winners there, just orphans and mourners.
I talk to the Keeper all the time, but suddenly I feel nervous. Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
This is all you, Mateo.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Preacher's got something juicy. Mateo, can you... Okay. Can I come in? Come and say, or do you wanna just hang out? Okay. Here you go, Sam. You go ahead and have a seat. I'll stand. Sam. Sam. Alright. Yes, I'll sit.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
3. There's 3 of us here. How much do we tell him? Does he seem sus? Like, it's hard to tell so far. He could be sus, but so far he's not coming off as particularly suspicious. I don't know though, maybe the name Starborn will mean something to him.
Was there something more on your mind?
Yeah, we were attacked by a group called the Starborn.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path of discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Maybe this pilgrim was a Starborn?
I'm not sure if he was. But if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible.
Well, let's hear the story then. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun.
Varun?
And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave.
Infinitum addendum. That's an odd saying. Very specific.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story.
If you've already talked to them, why send me?
Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth.
Alright, I'll talk to them.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking ships.
Nah,
I
just
visited her a couple
That's
of
always
times.
happening. Half the time when you see
Hopefully,
someone
she'll be
with wrong
willing to
amount of
talk to
pips
you
around here,
as
it's
well.
usually just delicious
I'll stay
street
here with
corn.
the keeper.
Ebony, hello. And thank you. Excuse me. Thank you for that promotion. Stick that piece of corn right in my collar where it belongs. And I'll be a lieutenant commander for the next 5 minutes. Ooh.
We need to catch up, and I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
And welcome. I'm sure he doesn't mind us eating his orange and drinking his Terra Brew coffee. Alright, Sam, any thoughts going on under that cowboy hat? No thoughts in his pretty little head.
I'm happy to help out in whatever way I can here. Anything Thomas needs, I'm here for him. The first time I came to New Atlantis, I met Thomas. Thought it was absolutely
You know, there are folks I sometimes see only once every few years.
changed.
In between, they're just out there, jumping. That first jump,
Oh.
it changes you, unlocks something.
Dark Nitrogen, thank you for that follow.
Have you felt it?
The sea shanty ship? Doesn't sound familiar. Have you played this, Ebony? A ship that sings sea shanties at you. Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar. And I feel like I'd remember that. And again, maybe not. I do also have a goldfish memory. Is that a new section of the city we haven't been to?
Hope you find what you're looking for.
Sam wants to talk again? What's up, bud?
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. There needs to be a bigger word than thanks. more than gratitude. And whatever that word is, I feel that way towards you. I'd be dead. Flat out dead if it weren't for you.
I'm just glad as hell I didn't lose you both.
You and me both. Truly. I gotta ask. Why me? It was an impossible situation. And if it's wrong to ask,
whoa,
sorry, but...
Ebony, thank you for that subscription. It's very kind of you. I appreciate that.
It's gonna keep me up at night. Barrett's been in Constellation so much longer. He's more veteran, probably smarter. It's gonna be hard knowing I get to live my life, but his is over.
And congrats on getting that founder badge. A couple of good options here. Well, 3 good options here. Leaning towards 4 though.
As much as I enjoy having you around.
You need to give yourself more credit. You're the heart of Constellation.
Wow, it's speechless. Words. For my sake. For Cora's sake. Thank you. How are you holding up? Are you okay?
I'm just focusing on what needs to be done.
I wish I could focus like that. That Hunter bastard's gotta pay. Pay big time. I don't care if he's starborn and indestructible. We need to figure out a way to take him down. Nobody messes with my family like that.
You still don't know the rules of the damned game the Starborn are playing?
Well, it's time to show them that we ain't just worthless chips on the table. I just want you to know, I'm here for you. The only way we're gonna get through this is if we all lean on each other.
So many dino dances. Yeah, it seems so good.
How's Faroon? Really don't know much about them. I think that's how they like it.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
Galbank, can you smell the rampant capitalism?
Bobby mentioned he met you. He said,
What?
quite the adventure.
Are you talking to me?
Finally back with our son, and that's all that matters.
Who? I don't even know who you are.
Hey. Hey, it's you again.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Hope you're holding up okay, little guy.
I'm great, actually. These are my parents. I told everyone they just got on a different shuttle, but nobody would listen. We're just exploring New Atlantis. We have a new apartment.
Oh my god.
This place is amazing. Anyway, it was nice to see you again. Maybe I'll see you around. And don't forget my birthday. It's June 11th.
June 11th?
I can't believe the UC just wrote us off like that.
Is this the kid that was like, my parents are just on a different shuttle, but the subtext was very obviously they didn't make it, but then it turns out they actually did.
I missed our Bobby so much. Oh, we barely got out of that base with our lives.
I guess so. I don't really remember at this point. That seems right. Okay. This way, I guess? Hold on.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest.
My gosh. Game is running not so well for me at the moment. It doesn't normally run this badly, but I think it's all the extra streaming stuff.
I think you're gonna arrest me. There's a code there. Get him, boys.
Alright, Sam. All the extra streaming stuff running in the background. It's making it harder for the game to maintain 60 FPS. Where am I trying to go here? What? Is it up? Like, or in the water? Okay, it's just taking me to the space part, I guess.
That's convenient. Kila City could really use something like that.
Why are there 3 markers now? I'm gonna be going another 20 minutes. Actually, maybe a little bit more like 30, because I did get a little bit of a late start. I think this is where we're trying to go. Yeah, we're gonna be winding down here shortly. Ooh, they got any bullets here? I hadn't seen this store before.
Happy to make a deal. You need stuff, I need credits. It all works out. I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but I got ways of getting things.
How do you like living in the well?
A lot of people will tell you it's the worst. One step above being homeless. They'll whine about how folks topside have it so much better. Me, I like it. It's more real down here. Topside, everyone's trying to show how civilized and rich they are. Oh, it's exhausting. But hey, to each their own.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Take your time. I got all day.
Any bullets? We do. 777. Ugh. Gonna spend all our money on bullets again. Take your 7.62s, your 6.5s. And we're out of money. Goodbye.
You need something else? I'll be here.
I'm gonna find a better solution for ammo. Because normally I do not spend all my money on ammo in a Bethesda game.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets crazier by the day.
I think it's chafing from
Let
the
me know if I
pilot
can
seat.
help ya.
Wow.
Wow.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need.
Hello?
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
It's a pretty epic beard. Keeper Akila sent me. I need to talk about the Pilgrim.
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Alright, Sam.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim.
Oh.
Since...
Ebony, thank you for that raid. It's a Hoshiko raid. Welcome, Zawowo. Welcome, Dark Nitrolin, and thank you again for that follow. You probably know me. If you probably know me from Ebony's chat, at least. I've been hanging out there a lot lately. I'm Flib. I'm a Penguin PNG tuber. Currently playing some Starfield. This is going to be my last stream of the week. Until Friday. And, yeah, we're not going too much longer. Oh, we got a plush motor name. I'll be in plush mode for the next 5 minutes. Yeah. Well, thank you again for that raid. If you're not following Ebony, you should definitely do that. Still figuring out how to do this. I'm still relatively new to the whole streaming thing. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, thank you.
You both insist. Our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing.
Alright, let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really follow anything that he just said. What did... excuse me. What did they mean each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up?
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
Fair? Well, maybe... maybe there's a hidden... Maybe there's a message hidden. What he's saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Can you tell me anything else about Unity? What it means?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Matrix? Thank you. You've given me much to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
What you got going on back here? Sam. Wow. Really makes you think. Don't forget to meet Claire. Okay, this looks like generic stuff.
I've been trying to exercise more and eat healthier, but I feel like it'd help if I had a couple cheat days.
Might want to rethink that.
Oh. Is this like a... I think it's flooded. I don't know why at first I was thinking it's like this is where they pull the boats up to, but no, it's just flooded. I was thinking like they've got some kind of underground canal system. That would not make a lot of sense considering this is essentially just a gigantic oil rig. What is this?
Nice hat.
Nice hat? I'm not wearing a hat. You mean my Augs? Can I go in here? Well, this place sure is clean.
Of course, the one decent-looking place in the well is the Trade Authority. Parasites.
See, I'm saying what I'm thinking.
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does.
Do you have bullets?
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more
She
than
looks like a
happy
Kathy.
If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
Kathy, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a strange way to introduce yourself.
Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can assist you further.
You know what? I actually don't want any of your bullets. I'll take my 3,000 remaining credits to buy bullets elsewhere. Cops.
I found. I swear to God, it wasn't ridiculous.
Whatever.
I think we're done down here. I got a big wad of cash here. It's kind of an inside joke. Well, not exactly an inside joke, but referencing an experience we had at GameStop once. I guess we were waiting in line, and there was some dad there with his kid, and I'm trying to make sure I'm remembering the story correctly. You can correct me if I get any of the details wrong. It was pretty busy there. There was like 2 or 3 clerks trying to help everyone, but there was just a lot of people. It was probably around the holidays. But anyway, there's this dad here with this kid, and like I guess it was the kid's birthday or something, and he got sick of waiting, just standing there. So he was like, "Hey, I got a big wad of cash here, and I'm ready to go. I could take my business to the GameStop down by my house. It's a lot closer." And we're just standing there, chuckling to ourselves, like, bro, you think these poor clerks give a shit whether you shop at this GameStop or the other one? Like it makes any difference to them. Anyway, I think this is our next stop. But yeah, ever since then, we're always referencing that whenever we're reminded of it. Oh, and by we, I mean Fedorasaur and me, many years ago.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
You got a whole new pip right there.
Just a piece of corn. That's always happening. Half the time when you see someone with wrong amount of pips around here, it's usually just delicious street corn.
Don't walk up to me aggressively and start aggressively whistling at me. What the hell's wrong with you? Anyway, Amp. Excuse me, that came out weird. Amp, thank you for that promotion. I'll be a Lieutenant Corn Commander for the next 5 minutes. And welcome. Good to see you.
Hey there.
I'm back from D&D's How Goes Space, and it's going well. We're making progress in the main story. We did have a sad character death moment earlier on. You know, I think we could use some chunks. Do we have any chunks? We don't have any chunks. We're gonna have to stop at chunks on the way out. Let's go ahead and talk to Mirza here first, though.
A visitor?
She's bald?
All the company I need.
Company? You mean your cot? Or the toilet? This seems a little rude, but it's also funny. That is the single loneliest statement I've ever heard.
Jokes. You come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the Keeper.
Yeah, these zealots not really known for their sense of humor. Or fashion choices.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Well, I admire your conviction.
Conviction is something they have in spades. And a lack of deodorant, ugh.
The knowledge of the Great Serpent sweeps away all concern. There is only his inevitable return, and those he will spare. Nothing else. You wish to speak of the Keeper's pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the Unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
I need to know the meaning of a word. Unity?
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
I think I understand.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Okay, who's playing with their gun over there? Sam, you playing with your gun? You alright, bud? No, it's not you. It's you! What are you doing? Okay. Can you fucking move?
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenge with
Oh. Alright. Chaos, chaos. Oh, gotta reload first. I did save first. Also, see, you were there for it the last time. But, so now you have, oh, okay. I can't multitask. Let's get back to regular mode. I tweaked it, so it sort of fades in at the start, so it starts coming in real quiet, like, and it starts getting louder and louder and louder. And then I also made it shorter, so it doesn't. It's about half the original duration. Well, thanks for hanging out, Tazilla. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Yeah, I like the Doom mode. It's fun silliness.
I'm surprised I have yet to see the inside of the security office.
We were literally just in there.
When the street continues.
Why is everyone... What the fuck? The cops aren't gonna save you guys. Back it into the police station like it's like it's a clown car. You think we could pack a few more in there? Hey, you know what's going on?
Nice day now.
Oh boy. Oh, we got one last straggler. There we go. And they cleared the streets. Oh my gosh. Go inside. I don't know if they're actually gonna be in there. I'm assuming it just despawns them. Yeah. I wish they actually went in here.
At your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
Just imagine this whole place just filled with that many people. And it's sadly not quite like the older Bethesda games where it actually tracks all of the NPCs. Oh, there they go again! Tracks all the NPCs between locations. These are more just like dynamic crowds, I think. Sardines. Alright, what are we doing next? Oh yeah, we were gonna go to Vlad's house. But probably let's try to finish this mission and then we can call it for the night. And next we can go to visit Vlad's house out in the Starfield. Excuse me. What in the hell are you talking about? Don't call me a cowpoke. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They could have been talking to Sam. Where's what's his face? Alright, Sam. Sam, get in here. Okay. Alright, yeah, you just face over that way. Make sure no one comes in.
Oh, you're back.
Mateo!
Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
Nope. In your story, the pilgrim contemplates infinitum addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? What else did you learn?
Well, the Enlightened story used the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Was there anything else?
That seemed like a bit of a stretch, Haas. I spoke to the Varun Zealot. She said Janan fought 4 times over 120 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates.
I guess.
We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum, that's the name of the star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives on our universe.
Oh, here we go.
In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
I guess the first one. There's something sacred out there, bringing everything together.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
Yeah! Yes, gravity is a miracle, just like life itself.
And so you think this word unity describes a similar miracle? The processes of the universe are all in accordance with some greater intent.
This
Sam.
is all a bit above my pay grade.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
You know, I kind of feel like it feels like a bit of a stretch that we arrived at the location that was encoded this way. It feels a little... I don't know what the word
Has
is.
helped me through some tough times lately.
It feels a little convenient. But I suppose we'll save that for next time. We'll see if this guy's leading us on a wild goose chase or if there's something to it.